Hello, gentle friends. My name is Gina Dominique. I hope that you are having an absolutely amazing day so far, and I hope that you're ready for an adventure because you and I are going on a mission. This is a very important mission, one that is near and dear to my heart, and one that not everyone in my life agrees with. So I hope that you will be on my side for this one, and together you and I can make this happen. Allow me to explain what we're doing, and more importantly, why we're doing it. On Sunday, I was driving home from the horse rescue where I volunteered, and every light in the car came on, except, mind you, the oil light, which is ironic because whenever something has been wrong with my car in the past, it's always the oil or oil adjacent, okay? I drive a 2011 Subaru Outback named Oscar, and if you know anything about the 2011 year of Outbacks, maybe you've read something on the news or on Reddit, then you know they have a little tiny head gasket problem. That's actually a biggie. I've had my engine rebuilt twice because of this dumb head gasket thing. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's not that this time. I don't know what it is. There was no sound, no other indication of a problem, just the lights coming on, no shimmy shake or anything like that. So he appears drivable, is what I'm trying to say. The mission that you and I are going on is to take Oscar from my home here in San Diego to his mechanic, who is in Palm Springs near where my parents live. Now, the most direct route from my door to the garage is a distance of 121 miles. I have 100-mile towing with AAA, so I actually don't necessarily need to get 121 miles. I need to get 21 miles. And then Oscar's free to have a meltdown, break down, fall apart. It's fine. AAA can scoop him up, take him the rest of the way. My husband is going to be following us in his Mustang Hank, and he can scoop me up, take me the rest of the way. So, you and I, 21 miles. That is the goal. Why this mechanic in Palm Springs and not the dealership right here in San Diego? Well, this mechanic I have known for many years. I trust him. I know he does an amazing job, is a good person, and he's also been working on Oscar for many years. He knows him well, he knows his quirks, and I just trust him to do a solid job if a solid job can indeed be done in this case. Now, I understand if you have done some mental math here and you're curious as to why I would even bother to put any more money into a 2011 Subaru Outback with 2 previous engine repairs that is worth approximately somewhere in the neighborhood of $0. Glad you asked. This car is very, very important to me. My dad passed away last year, and you may hear me say things like my parents' house, going to visit my parents, etc. That's because I've been saying that my entire life. And also, when I do try and say things like go to my mom's house or visit my mom, it just feels like I'm erasing him, I'm losing him. It does not roll off the tongue. So that's why you're gonna hear me refer to my parents' house and visiting my parents, but then you may only see my mom in videos or hear about things relating to her. When I was looking to get a car in 2011, I was looking at Fords, Jeeps. I test drove like a Kia and a Hyundai, and it was my dad who actually said, hey, why not an Outback? So we went and looked at them together, test drove them together, and we came home with Oscar. Also at this time in my life, I had this huge obsession with bucket list item level desire to, that more than anything, I wanted to drive a car on the beach. So one day my dad, who's a lawyer, was going to be taking depositions up in Pismo Beach where civilians, at least at the time, could take their car on the beach. And he said, let's do a father-daughter road trip. I'll do my thing, you hang out, and then we'll drive Oscar on the beach. And that's exactly what we did. And I remember just feeling so exhilarated. I took a billion pictures. I was so excited right up until I got stuck. I was trying to stick to, you know, that fine line of like a damp sand where it's harder and you have traction, but not so wet that you get stuck in the wet part, not so dry that you get stuck in the deep dry part. That's the part where I did get stuck though. And I was freaking out. Okay, this is a new car and my idiot ass got it stuck on the beach. And the tide was coming up, the water's approaching, and I just remember panicking, thinking, Poseidon has the vehicle now. He's gone. He will be lost at sea forever. My dad was so calm, chill, not mad at all, had me rock the vehicle, pushed, and a random passerby, Good Samaritan, came up and helped us push. I don't know what the odds are that that person will ever see this video, but if it was you, thank you. Thank you so much for doing that, because we got the car free. And then my dad and I went to dinner, and I just remember at that time I was so obsessed with trying to only eat salads and not eating what I actually wanted, but eating what I thought was healthy, and just, you know, I was really self-conscious, body conscious, all of that. And my dad was always saying, get what you want, get whatever you want, eat what you actually want, because he's Italian and showing love with food is just a huge part of the culture. And I did that day. I just managed to throw all of my insecurities aside, and I ordered the big bowl of pasta, and it was delicious, and we had an amazing meal, and we drove home, and it was just a fun, amazing, absolutely beautiful day with my dad. The other thing that's important to mention is that before my dad passed away, he was very ill for a very long time. And I, along with my mom, was his caretaker. And so all of my memories, except for the one that I just told you about, are really hard right now. They're really sad. At best, they're bittersweet. And the one good memory I'm able to access for some reason is that day in the car. However, I am not rich and I am not stupid. I understand the economy, and above a certain dollar amount, I know it's just not reasonable and it's just not going to happen. But if there is any chance at all that I can get this car fixed, I'm going to get this car fixed. So I hope that you will come along with me on this mission. If not, it's as easy as clicking the X, clicking on a different video, getting out of here. Totally get that, totally fine. But if you're down, then let's hit the road. I'm gonna do a quick pack with me in my Lone Wolf 45-liter gym backpack, because I realized that when I first got this backpack, I made a video doing a little feature tour and then I never showed it again. But it is the backpack I always take with me to Palm Springs. So I'm gonna show you what I'm taking and where I'm putting it. To start with, since I will be there for a couple of days and some of those days will be work days, I'm gonna be bringing all of my work stuff. So this bag does have a laptop backpack in the back that is fully padded. And in there will go the laptop. Then I like to keep the rest of my little work odds and ends in this top front pocket. The laptop charger, which is secured with a hair tie. Yes, I use hair ties for lots of cord management activities. A glasses cleaning cloth. This one I got from the lovely folks at D-Beaver at a conference. They are a database GUI graphic user interface that I really, really like. Then my adapter, because I do have a keyboard extra monitor like work setup at my parents' house. This one has a USB-C, USB, and HDMI port. I just got it from Amazon for like 15 bucks, I think. And this is my YubiKey. I just keep it in here so I don't lose it. If you don't know what a YubiKey is, it's if you do MFA, multi-factor authentication. It's a hardware key that you can use for that. YubiKey, very handy. Couple pens. This one has a highlighter on the end. Whiteout tape, because I do make mistakes. Not technically a work item, but this is the power cord for my AirPods. And finally, my close-up glasses, which I keep in this absolutely adorable case that my best friend brought me back from Japan. I smile every time I see it because I love it and I love her. So that is our top pocket completed. So in this lower front pocket, I'm just putting the two Kindles, my Kindle Scribe and the Kindle Paperwhite. All right, next we're going to pack the pocket that is in front of the main compartment, but behind these two front pockets. It is not a full clamshell. This one, it goes all the way down, but it doesn't open fully. And in here is where I like to keep my work notebook. Also in that pocket, I'm going to pack my Lucky Charms bag, which if you've watched any of my other Pack With Me videos, you can skip this part because you've seen it. It's all the same stuff. It's got my basic toiletries, including hairbrush, deodorant, toothbrush and toothpaste, razor, scrubbies, shower scrubbies, and a bunch of hair ties. As you can see, there is still quite a bit of room in this pocket. So in there, I'm also going to put my purse that I'm using at the moment, which is this little green Lululemon bag. This strawberry is actually an AirTag holder, which is both adorable and functional. So in here, I just have my card wallet, my AirPods, and you know it, you love it, my bag of tricks. So this is where I have additional charging cords for my phone, chapstick, tweezers, band-aids, just all the little purse objects that get lost that you dig around for a million years. Find them right here, all in one place. And so it's gonna sit in this pocket just on top of the Lucky Charms. All right, now for the main part of the backpack. On this side, we have two netted pockets. I have socks and underwear already packed in this one. And in this bottom one is where I'm going to put my bathing suit, which is this adorable lemon print one from Victoria's Secret. This is the top. These are the bottoms. And I will show you what the inside of the main compartment looks like once I've fully packed it, but I will show you all the clothes that I'm bringing with me. Mind you, I don't know the exact duration of my stay this time because it just depends on what happens with my car. And also I'm bringing all of my laundry to do because why not? So I don't really have to be too exact with the clothes, but anyway, here's what I'm taking. Pajamas, I have these little shorts from Victoria's Secret Pink and this t-shirt that I got from a conference, which I actually got this from the conference in March, and I saw someone wearing it at the conference that I just went to, so that was kind of cool. I know what you're gonna say, it's Palm Springs, it's already triple digits, I get that, but just in case we go to a restaurant and it's really cold, or in case my mom decides one night to just absolutely crank up the air conditioning, I'm bringing my favorite Steelers crew neck. This may be ambitious, but last time I was visiting, I got up before work every morning and went for a hike. So just in case I can pull that off again this time, I'm bringing Betsy Johnson sports bra, yoga pants from Aerie. I love me a red and green moment. And this tank top that I actually thrifted in Palm Springs a while back. It was a t-shirt and then I cut it into a tank top. And then I'm just bringing two tops and two bottoms. So this ribbed tank top from Victoria's Secret Pink and this top from Aerie. They both have the built-in shelf bra that I love. These super comfy overall shorts from a brand called Wallflower. I got these at, I think, Marshall's a very long time ago. And my new shorts from Levi's. And here we have everything all packed up. bottoms, tops, workout apparel, and pajamas, plus crew neck for good measure, bathing suit, socks, and underwear. And yes, I could have folded everything tighter, compressed it all down a lot more so that it takes up less space, but I figure this is all I'm bringing, this is all I need to bring, so why bother? And that is almost everything. The one thing we have left to pack is my travel pillow. This is from Cushion Lab, and the beauty of this backpack is it has these straps on the bottom, so I just slide my travel pillow right through there and take it with me. And there you have it. Even though this is probably intended for like a yoga mat or one of those foam roller things, those bottom straps work beautifully for my travel pillow. We are all packed up and ready to go. Let us head to Palm Springs. I'm filming this part on my phone because I only realized this might be helpful to some people after the fact. In case you've never seen a device like this before, this is an OBD II reader, and basically what it does is you plug it into your car and turn your car on, and if your check engine light is on, then it will tell you what the error code is. This works on vehicles, I think 1996 and newer, and then you can look up the codes online and see what's going on. The plug looks like this, and I'm going to show you where it goes on my car and where it probably goes on your car. My car is a 2011 Subaru Outback, and on your car it probably goes in the fuse area, which is going to be on the driver's side. Look for a little door. This is mine. Just kind of pull it and you can see fuses there, but mine is not there. I'll show you where it is on my Outback and possibly other Subarus as well. Here's the steering wheel. Here's the fuse box area where we just were. Whoop, that comes off, it's okay, not the end of the world. And then under here, right there, is where it plugs in on my car. So we're gonna plug them in. There we go. And then see on the screen, it says turn the ignition on, press any key to continue, and then once you do that, it'll give you the error code and you can Google that. Hope that helped. Whoop. Update, we are in the vehicle and I didn't lie. Look at all the pretty lights on. Woo! Dashboard party. So where's the light good? Nowhere. Okay, according to the little scanner, the problem is with the A circuit in my transmission, which I believe means that there's an electrical communication problem happening, and that makes sense because I do feel a little hitch when my car goes from stopped to first gear. And it doesn't seem to have any problems shifting up or down once I'm in motion. It's just going from a dead stop to starting off. Hopefully that's not a huge, terrible fix, but I'm sure some of you are already cringing. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see how far we get. Cross your fingers that we make it at least within 100 miles of my mechanic's garage. All right, cautiously optimistic. That's the name of the game today. I'm staying cautiously optimistic. I will keep you updated as we progress down the road. And just like that, we made it. We're in the desert. We're here safely, successfully, and tomorrow we take my dear darling Oscar to the mechanic and see what's what. Thank you for joining me on the first part of our mission. See you tomorrow. I got the car back. Turns out it just needed a sensor cleaned and it only cost $130, and which is still $130, right? But when I was thinking it was gonna potentially cost thousands, that is very good news. So back with Oscar, about to go on a hike. Thank you so much. I feel like all of your positivity and good vibes on this mission really helped us have this amazing outcome. So thank you very much for joining me on this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, gentle friends.